What is the difference between a woman that wants to be a wife versus a woman that just wants a husband?
Oh, you know what? I think most of us are bred to just want a husband. Whereas to be groomed and trained to be a wife means to understand how to respect masculine energy, how to truly be inside of your feminine, which means trusting the leadership of your partner because feminine chooses certainty. Feminine doesn't choose flow because feminine is flow, right? Feminine energy. When we choose to understand that it is our biggest opportunity to seek out the needs of a man without him expressing them, I think a beautiful opportunity for us to empower that man and ride through the storms. I feel like we live in a weak generation where things get hard and people immediately are like, oh, I quit. This is too hard. And that's like, it's never going to hinder you the result you want. If you keep quitting, to be groomed as a wife means it's compassion, it's longevity. That's where marriage starts. When you get married, you say, I do, it starts. Whereas other people, it's like when you get married, I made it. No, you didn't make it. You hate that man. You hate that woman. Y'all can't stand each other. You don't care enough to not disrespect each other or call each other out of your own name. You don't care enough to not want to sleep on opposite sides of the bed when there's a problem. You don't care enough to have the hard conversation so that you can move together more powerfully. That's just to have a husband. But when you want to be a wife, things are different, in my opinion.
That's very true.
They rather change partners than change themselves.
Wow.
You need to be a good forgiver. If you are a bad forgiver, marriage is going to be hard for you. If you keep records of wrong, marriage is going to be hard for you. One of the hardest parts of marriage, I think, is they know all of your flaws. I know everything toxic about you, and you know everything toxic about me, and I'm calling you out right now. And I can't say, girl, but you did this. You're right, babe. You know how much maturity that takes?
One of the biggest misconceptions in vows is the for better or for worse part. Most people don't be ready for that either way it go and be ready to leave when things get worse. When it takes a whole process before marrying a person, which you most likely know what you signed up for, including the red flags that was shown in the dating phase that most ignore. But I know love is blind and it's about compromising. Once things get worse and they be too quick to leave, it shows they were mainly there for the benefits, not the journey. Can't let the world's mentality or city girl activity trick you out your spot. That's where a lot of females lose in the long run. If you do, make sure it's well worth it and you well off. If not, you gon' look crazy.